everybody, and welcome to another episode of my backyard shed. This is just a little space where I can fidget with stuff, fix stuff, and just hang out. But today I'm going to be cooking some chili on my camping stove just to show you how versatile this space is, and I may go over a couple of improvements I've made, so can't wait to show you. So this is the last area that I want to kind of tidy up and make it a little bit more useful. This, as you can see, it's a little precarious. So I have a solution, which I found one of these, and it is a multi-tier type cabinet, and I thought it would be very useful there to hold things like glue and paint and things that, or maybe liquid or something that I want to keep somewhere a little bit safer. So I'm going to go and do that before I do anything else. Perfect. So one of the things I wanted to show you that I improved on since the last shed video is the backing of the wood stove here. I've put a complete metal sheet and what's called a wall thumb, which is a metal tube that goes to the exterior, and then the chimney pipe goes through that metal tube, so it never comes in contact with wood, which is much safer and helps control the heat much better. So that was definitely a upgrade on safety for sure. As you can see on the outside, we have metal plating around where the pipe comes out, the wall thimble, and we've secured the metal bands a little bit more securely as well. So, and made sure that the stove pipe is level. But there you go. Alright, here I'm going to get started, and first thing we have to do is chop up the vegetables and cook the meat. So we're going to chop the vegetables up first and then get our meat going, and then we add those other ingredients as we go along. you guys have been taught this way, but I've always been taught that you gotta hide your fingernails unless you want them to get cut off. So I've always kind of tucked when I'm chopping. I guess I chop like that with my fingernails back. Let me know in the comments if you do the same thing. Holy cow, the onions. Ugh. All right, moving on. Now I just gotta chop up these green bell peppers, and then we'll get the meat going. Not throwing stuff on the ground over here. You can't see it, but I have a nice little trash can to help me discard of the waste there. I'm gonna set these over here. So here's the meat. But I'm gonna get out my stove and show you what the stove looks like now. I'm gonna put this temporarily in the sink. Slot board here. As you can see, it takes a butane can and locks it in there, and then I have a little dial there to control it. So I'm gonna grab my pan here and get ready to cook the meat. So for this one, I'm gonna open up my vent up here, which I have covered, because this will most likely let out some fumes, and I just want to make sure I have good ventilation in here as I'm cooking. Then I can regulate how fast and slow I want it with just a switch over here. I can even turn it off. So I'm going to turn it off until I need it, but I know it's ready to go when I do. So that's going to heat up pretty fast, so I want to make sure I go ahead and get this stew meat in. That's really all this is just some stew meat. It's to kind of give the chili a little extra meat and flavor. This is my kind of homemade recipe. You won't find this online. It's a special Maddie recipe, but I think it'll work great. It's cooking a little hot, so I'm just going to turn it down a little bit. While that's cooking, I'm going to start to get the other ingredients ready. So I'm going to let it kind of simmer a little bit, cover it. So after going inside, I found these 2 red chili peppers. So we're going to add that. So just kind of plop them in, see what happens. So that does it for our spice. Just take a look at it. Bubbling pretty good. Chilies are starting to soften up a little bit. The meat's cooked. The vegetables are starting to cook as well. So that's really good. So I'm going to add the next 2 ingredients, which will kind of bring it more into a chili kind of nature. First one is kidney beans. So we're going to put about a half a can of kidney beans in there. Actually, we'll just put the whole can. And then mix those in. Once that's are mixed in, I add my last little can of, it's actually Hormel chili. So this kind of helps bring out some of the flavors. It adds a little extra meat to it, and just adds some more textures as well. So I'm going to kind of let this all settle. Needs to cook off just a little bit. As you can see, it's pretty full, but we'll let it do its thing here. It's going to take probably close to 45 minutes to an hour, but then we should have some really great chili to eat. Just wanted to show you the current temperature in here. It is a very comfortable 51. We have chili cooking over here. So we're going to check on our chili here. Remove the steel top. Looks pretty great. I think we're going to just let it simmer with the top off for the next 20-30 minutes and continue to check on it. But looks really good. Everything's softened up really nicely. I think we just want to let it reduce down a little bit and take it from there. Looks good though. Alright, let's take a look at it. It's been about 45 minutes. It's really starting to firm up nicely. And everything, all the ingredients are soft, but excess liquids have kind of gotten drawn off, so that's great. Everything looks really good. I think we've got about 15 more minutes to go, and then we'll sit down and give it a try. So just give it a little stir. Alright everybody, let's look at it and see how it looks. I think it's done. It has definitely cooked for over an hour, and everything looks really good. I think we're going to let it cool down a minute, and then we're going to dish it out. I did end up cheating a little bit. I went back inside and got some grated cheese as well as a bowl to eat out of. So we're going to let that just kind of turn off for a second and cool down. Flames out. We'll just let it cool down for a bit. Alright everybody, so we're going to dish some of this out as best we can. Looks really good. I hope I haven't made too much of a mess here, but I think it looks all very good. So we'll start with that. Just to kind of give you an idea. Looks pretty great. Alright, let's go try it. I like a little extra cheese. So that looks pretty great. This looks pretty good, so we're going to give it a try. So good, so flavorful. The vegetables are cooked perfectly. The cheese is almost just blending in instantly. You can really taste the flavors of the stew steak that we, the stewed beef that we cooked at the beginning. It's very good, very flavorful. And it has a little bit of that kick from those red peppers that we put in there too. I'd say this is a success. So, Manny's Backyard Chili. Check. Fairly simple, aside from the cheese and the chilies, you know, 7 or 8 main ingredients, so easy to make, and yeah, it's really hearty on a cold evening like tonight. Alright everybody, so we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks for watching tonight. You know what to do if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more content like this. hit that like, subscribe, smash the bell for more notifications of new videos coming out. We have some travels coming up as well, so look forward to sharing those with you, and we'll see you in the next one.